What's happening, YouTube? Welcome back to Free Friday. Jason Ricci here, and subscribe today. Hey, check it out, man. I am sick again. So this is what happened. I got sick right after Mexico. It wasn't that bad. Then my wife got it, but it was bad for her. I wasn't better, but I was okay. So I took care of her, and then I did a bunch of gigs and did a bunch of work, and then the next thing you know, 2 days ago, I came down with it hard. But anyway, so we're back. Look, this Free Friday, since I'm not feeling that well, we're going to go over something simple and something easy. Something I don't have to tab out a whole lot, okay? So here's what we're going to work on. It's just another phrasing video. And I got a lot of videos like this, and, you know, here we go. We got another one today. But I just, you know, sometimes when I'm looking to make a video, I just sit out here or wherever, and I just start playing. And whatever kind of comes out, I think, oh, man, that's a good subject. Okay, so here we go. We're dealing with a regular 6-chord arpeggio. Don't freak out. What that means is that we're going to deal with 4 notes. I got a G harmonica, by the way. It's a nice one with a green Corian comb from Tom Halchak. 2 draw, 3 draw, 4 draw, 5 blow. And you know, I'm going to be doing a lot of tongue blocking here in this video. Okay, so just those 4 notes. Now, everything I was doing in the beginning is just me vamping on those 4 notes and just kind of changing them. So let's start off with a regular quarter note rhythm pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'll be 2 draw, 3 draw, 4 draw, 5 blow. 2 draw, 3 draw, 4 draw, 5 blow. 2 draw, 3 draw, 4 draw, 5 blow. Now that's tongue blocking, so I'm a little bit late on my hits on there. Palop, 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 palops, giving that shuffle drum feel. Padoom, 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 padoom. But if I were just lip pursing it, it would sound like this. Just like that, okay. So anyway, you could hybridize it. Lip purse maybe 2 and 3, and then tongue block the 4 and 5. Ah. And you can fake lip purse the bottom. I mean, fake tongue block the bottom. Just like that. All right. Okay, so now what we're going to do is just start trying to change the phrasing a little bit. And so this is so important because we can do so much more with less. It's not about always this term less is more. It's about doing more with less. Changing around what we got rhythmically. We always think of less is more as melodically, instead of thinking about, well, what more can I do with less rhythmically? How can I change it? So now, right there, I just went backwards. So forwards and then backwards. So right there, just kind of pulling back. Boom, ba-dee, ba, boom. boom, boom, ba-dee, ba boom, hitting on that different beat instead of boom, boom, ba-dum, 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 ba-boom, ba-dum, ba-bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, just that little pause, picking that different beat. Good afternoon, Miss Janet. How are you? Good. You look beautiful in purple. I like the purple. It matches your plants and stuff. I'm making a YouTube video, sorry. I'm not talking to myself. So it's just it's just picking that different beat to accent. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum. And you can pick it on any beat. A boom, ba-ba-da-boom, ba-ba-da-boom. Any way you want to do it. There's all different kinds of stuff. And then you can just start rearranging. So you start playing it first in sequence. And then in sequence backwards. And then start taking it out of sequence. If the rhythm remains intact, it really doesn't matter what note you land on or where. You can just start rearranging it. You can always return to the root if you feel like you're getting a little crazy. So let's start going up in sequence, regular quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, one note per beat. Then backwards notes per beat, one note per beat. One note per beat backwards. Then we'll start rearranging it. Maybe 2 draw, 5 blow, 3 draw, 4 draw. 2 blow, 5 draw, 3 draw, 4 draw. 4 draw. All right, here we go. Okay, so that's just forwards and backwards. Now we're going to start rearranging it. All right, so now I'm just going to start improvising and rearranging. Now, if you like this kind of concept, check out my other videos linked below on triangulations. So this is the same thing as triangulations, except instead of a triangle, we're using a square. So if we look at each corner of that square as having one note on it, right? Like 2 draw, 3 draw, 4 blow, or 4 draw, 5 blow. 2 draw, 3 draw, 4 draw, 5 blow. We're just going to be picking different notes from that and just moving around in any order at all. Now you can see I'm throwing in an extra note there, right? I couldn't help it. Just a little 3 bend for some flavor. instead of adding, you could even start taking away. So what if we were to just use 4 draw and 5 blow, not even one root note. Right, so you can get a lot to do right there, and if you start working on those chops and then you add in that root note and my action got a little tight on that 2 draw. Anyway, there we go, right? So now you just start moving it in, and then you can start putting in other licks into that. What's happening, y'all?
Chilling, man.
All right. So that's it. And just recycling these different notes. There, that was cool. Just a little mini arpeggio. You can just do so much, just even the first 3 notes. A little out of breath here with this cold here, but that's what it is. Just rearranging it. Any 3 notes, any 4 notes, anywhere. So I could just take another lick, right? Another grouping of notes from a scale, from just of my own creation. Right? So instead of triangulating, we're squaring. So 1 blow, 1 draw, 2 double bend, 2 draw. To apply the same technology, to quote Scientology. and let's do quarter notes of each note. Now backwards. Now we're going to change the rhythm. Now we're going to rearrange them. Now you see, the thing is, I'm being really, really careful not to add any more notes. Really, really careful. Because what I want to do is... Right, which there's nothing wrong with that after I've practiced just staying in those. That way, I really understand at least some of a variety of ideas I can do with that section of the harp with just those 4 notes. That way, when I start adding another 4 notes, I just maximize that. And then I include in then I include in the ones below. There you go. So then that way I start to feel like I'm really getting kind of it's illusion, but I'm really getting kind of a mastery of the harp. I'm just kind of flying around and floating around. All rhythmic. Be careful. You don't want to overuse that like I did in my 20s and 30s. Anyway, boom, ba-da, ba-doom, ba-da, boom, ba-da, da-da, 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 da-da. Back to the first 4 notes. That's all. Just play them in different combinations. Remember, grandmothers love it, dogs love it, hedgehogs love it. My neighbor Janet, even she loves it. All of the cats across the street are digging it. They're sitting there watching me right now, checking me out. Right, look at over there, right there, and over there. Everybody just doing more with less, squaring the square root of the roots of the blues music, of the rhythm, the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Meow, meow.